I must be a mermaid. I have no fear of depth and a great fear of shallow living. This is one of the many amazing quotes by Anais Nin, a feminist writer that was far ahead of her time. And she's one of my muses and the one who inspired me to create a Writing Myself into Wholeness 4-week program. Maybe you sense for wholeness in your life or more authenticity in your writing. Maybe you've been feeling disconnected from your true self and just are looking forward to reconnect on an even deeper level. Maybe you just want to cultivate more self-awareness and move towards a more authentic and fulfilling life. But whatever it is, do check out the details below in the podcast description. I would love to have you as part of the community once we start 24th of April. Hello beautiful souls, Lais here with a new episode of Female Soulpreneurs Growing Their Business, and I was meditating this morning to sort of find out what I should focus on in my business this month, be it energetically, be it strategically. And as I was just about to start doing it, my higher self showed up, my spirit guides showed up, and they were like, nope, don't do it for yourself. Share it with a wider audience, make it a collective message because this might be relevant to other female business owners. So here I am. I haven't channeled it yet. I will channel it as I speak here into my app in my phone, where my podcast app is hosted. So as I am grounding myself right now, I am being shown that there is a big need for grounding going into April now, and specifically to be a grounded embodied leader in April. So now is not the time to conceive completely new ideas or to, just start something completely new from scratch that you haven't embodied yet. April is really a month of embodiment where you focus on the services, the programs that you already mastered or already have experience in, that you already delivered and you know you're good at it. But what I'm also being shown is that it's an energy of up-leveling. So there might be some programs, some offerings, some way of doing things that are no longer working the way they are. And you might find that when you are launching a program or a service or a course or anything really, some of you might find that it's not selling as well as it used to, or it's really hard and it's like this constant pushing for things to happen. And so the message I'm being shown right now is that it's because some of these programs, services, ways of being are no longer vibrating at the right frequency, both for you and your audience, your clients, your readers. And so it's about finding that space where you go and you meditate, you ground yourself, you do any of your preferred mindfulness techniques, because I know there are so many different ways of connecting to ourselves to feel grounded. So pick the one that is good for you, that resonates with you, and find that moment where you can just dive into your own grounding and ground even deeper than you usually do. So if you do grounding meditations for 5 minutes, you can increase it to 10 minutes, or in terms of the visualization, just spend time really focusing on grounding yourself even more than before. And from that space, ask yourself, ask your higher self, ask your guidance. You can journal about it, you can meditate on it, whichever way you receive information, is to how can I up-level my experience in my business? How can I up-level the experience my clients, my audience is having? How can I up-level their experience and my experience? How can I up-level my service? How can I show up in a way that reflects my current embodiment? And our current embodiment might be hugely different from person to person. For some people, their embodiment is more about really taking a step back and focusing on yourself, on your own energy, on up-leveling your energy. Taking time off social media, having a little social media detox, or focusing on healthier nutrition or on soulful connections with friends and family or even clients. And yes, and even with the audiences I'm being shown right now, it's not the month to invest hugely into creating new audiences or speaking to cold audiences, people you've never met before, be it on social media. So it's not about investing all this time to find new people to sell to, but really about nurturing and up-leveling the experience your current clients are having, your current members in your membership, everything that is current, to really reach out to these people and up-level their experience by going deeper into the relationship you already have with them. And yes, they're showing me you do that by embodying your energy on a higher level, on a up-leveled level, in a more grounded way, and to show up from that energy. And however long it takes you, maybe it's 1 week, 2 weeks until you feel fully embodied in an up-leveled way, take that time in April. There's no rush here, they're showing me. There's absolutely no rush. In fact, they're showing me like a little snail trail. There's nothing wrong about being slow in April and starting off slow. There's nothing wrong with that. So take your time, really reflect on what it is that you stand for and how you can make it even better, how you can make it bigger, how you can show up, be it offline, be it online, even for yourself, just for yourself. How can you up-level your own experience with your own journaling experiences or your meditation techniques? Everything we need to look at and ask ourselves, how can we make this even bigger? How can we make this better? Now, I know for myself, I am a huge fan of journaling. I have been journaling since I'm a teenager, and it's been like this daily practice that I've been diving into. And so even for myself right now, I'm asking, wow, that's interesting. So how can I up-level my own journaling experience? How can I dive deeper into my psyche, maybe in April, and how can I go deeper into, what's coming up for me? So I think what I will do for myself is really examine the fears that might pop up, especially when we talk about up-leveling our ways of being, our ways of showing up, our ways of nurturing existing clients. I will examine if there's any fears for me popping up and how I can deal with these fears. And anything else that is popping up in terms of emotions or resistance, I will just be examining that and making sure I can release that and really embody that energy of looking forward to just connecting with people on a soul level. And it's not so much what they're showing me right now. It's not so much about selling, but it's more about soulful connections, which ties in with up-leveling your audiences and clients, customers' experience, is that they feel you're really serving from your soul, and they don't feel like they're just a number in your client base, but they are really a worthy member of your audience, of your membership, whatever it is you serve or you provide to your audiences and clients and customers. Make them feel really valued. Now, for some of you, this might be reaching out via newsletter and really providing some beautiful information there, some inspirational story, or really opening up more and being vulnerable about where you're at, be it in life, be it in your business. And my guides are showing me this. The word vulnerability will be huge in April and going forward. So this is one way we can up-level not just our experience, but everyone's experience. It's by ourselves showing up vulnerably and just sharing where we're at, and not feel like we have to be this perfect version of ourselves, right? Not on social media, not offline, not with anybody. We can just show up as we are, knowing that we are always work in progress. None of us are perfect. None of us have it all figured out in life and in business and in our relationships. None of us know all the answers. We all have different truths, and even our truths change with time. Oh my God, if I think about everything I used to believe in and I no longer do, or I have up-leveled those beliefs, it's massive, and I know it's an ongoing journey with my beliefs. I tend to question every single belief, and I always work hard on examining my beliefs, everything around business, around spirituality, everything that I read. I always examine it from a lens of my current truth, and can I up-level this? Is it still relevant for me now and in my business? Sometimes we were taught business techniques that worked for us for a little while, and then it no longer worked. And my guides are showing now that this might be coming up for a lot of us in April, that the things we were taught and that used to work might no longer work. It might be showing up in terms of how you sell things, how you write things, the messaging you use to sell your services, your products, or anything really. It just might not resonate any longer, because even our communication needs to be up-leveled. The way we present our services and offers might need to change and be up-leveled, and to really reflect where we are at on a soul level. And yes, so they're showing me now storytelling will be huge, and it has already been huge. Everywhere, in every Facebook group where I go, there's always people providing workshops and programs to teach people how to sell through storytelling. And storytelling will be one of these things, how we can up-level our communication. And it's no longer about, hey, buy my service, buy my product, buy my book, buy my this or that, but really sharing from your heart as to why you are offering this. What is your experience with this? Why are you offering this? People are hugely interested to know the story behind the story. It's not just, hey, I'm gonna buy this product or this service from this person, but I'm really curious about what made her create that. What is the reason she came up with this? And what is her own experience with using this product or this experience or this service? How does she embody it herself? So it's really about diving much deeper into why it is that we are offering the things, and showing to our people out there that we are an embodied leader, an embodied service provider, and we walk our talk. And our clients, our audiences want to see that. They want to see that we are the embodied leaders. We are not just selling something because we need the money, but we are embodying it already, and we are serving from that place, and we are able to communicate our story in a beautiful way. So, up-leveling communication, selling from our soul, nurturing current clients, less focus on new audiences or cold audiences. So yeah, there's a lot coming through. Oh my goodness. So in fact, now I understand, because April is just this energetic new energy, and it is going far further than just April. So don't see this just as an energetic forecast for April, but as the start of something much larger that will last probably, if not for a couple of months, but even longer. Who knows? Yes, so now I already hear people asking, but I don't have any current clients yet that I can nurture. I'm very new to business. What do I do then if I can't nurture my current clients? And of course, my higher self and my guides are already smiling, and they already have an answer. So they are showing me it's the same energy still. Even if you're new to the service you're providing, you're not new. You're providing it because you have experience. You studied something, you experienced something. So you can still be an embodied leader and show up as an embodied person, even if you do not have current clients yet. But you will get new clients and warming up a cold audience by being this embodied leader and by up-leveling everything we talked about. So, and you show up in the places that are relevant, where your ideal clients, your ideal customers are hanging out, be it online, be it in Facebook groups, be it in Instagram, be it LinkedIn, be it offline through workshops or networking events. There's so many different ways. Through collaboration with other people who offer complementary services or products than you do, and you can build this beautiful synergy and create something together. That is an excellent way of creating new clients or new customers, because you get exposed to the other person's client base as well. So there's multiple ways that you can start your business, scale your business, even if you don't have an audience yet. But yes, it all comes from this embodied space, being very grounded, up-leveling your communication, your storytelling. All of that is relevant for all of us, no matter at what stage of business we are at. And yes, and of course, the guides are also showing me this is not just relevant for business. This goes much further than just business. This is really a way of life. It's a way of being. It's a lifestyle. So everything, even in our romantic relationships with our significant others, the communication needs to be up-leveled. Of course, it's a common sense thing to know, it's not about being right all the time. It's about finding compromises and really up-leveling the way we communicate and the compassion that we have for ourselves and our partners. Not everybody's at the same level of communication. We all communicate very differently. We have different needs in terms of communication and the frequency. So what I'm being shown is this compromise and really explaining to your significant other how it is that you communicate, what your needs are in terms of frequency, and your partner does the same. And then you find the compromise in the middle of that somewhere that works for both of you. And yes, and also for partnerships, relationships, this need to be grounded together, to really be energetically grounded. Because what they're showing me is that there's a lot of relationships where the energy is just absolutely not grounded, be it for one of the couple or both even. There's this energy of being all over the place, being distracted. There's a lot of dissociation energy, people who lost a lot of energy and have to retrieve it back. And yes, I'm being shown that couples and their kids, if you have kids, need to ground together as a family, as a unit. So encompass your family in your grounding routines, because that will up-level the energy of your family as you do so. What else are they showing me? Now, for singles, they're showing me an up-leveling of their self-worth. So they're showing me April will be huge, actually, for people who are single and who want to find that significant other. It's really about allowing this up-leveling of the heart space to occur, this up-leveling of how we value ourselves as a person, as a woman, as a human being, as a daughter, as a mother, as whatever we identify as, but really dive deeper into how we value ourselves and everything we bring to the table. Because what they're showing me is there's a huge lack where women are not fully embodying their gifts, their talents, their skills. They might be thinking, what do I bring to the table? I don't have any special thing, but they're showing me this comparison. Sorry, I cannot even, comparisonitis, that's what I want to say. It's like women following other women on social media or within their circle of friends, offline, online, comparing themselves to others who have what they don't have and get into a bad state of mind because of it. So here it's really about not doing that, or to reframe it, to see these people who have what we want as an inspiration, because if they have it, so can we, right? I always find it so inspiring when I observe women in business and they are far ahead of me, but it instills in me peace, because I know if they managed, so can I. And so I love to surround myself with women who are far ahead of me, be it on social media through following these people, or just by aligning myself with business buddies, or being in the right memberships, in the right programs where I can hang out with these people who are already far ahead, and to not see them as a threat or compare myself in any way or form. And so the same is true for our love life, for our life in general. It's to not compare ourselves. Like if we are single and we keep being upset about all the couples out there who are so happy and holding hands. That's not the energy we want. We want to look at them and say, oh my God, how beautiful. They found each other. They seem to be so in love, or, they're already having a family and kids. How beautiful. Thank you for showing me that this is possible, and it shall be possible for me too. So it's really about diving into this energy of what people already have and appreciating it and letting go of any kind of resistance that arises when we see that happening for others, but not for ourselves. And that's, as I said, any area in life, in business, in private life, it doesn't matter. So that's a huge up-leveling if we work on that. And let me see what else they want to share. Yes, so they keep bringing it back to soulful selling. They are saying blissful selling. It's really like easy selling through connecting to your audiences, your clients, your customers, and really serving from your heart space and through feeling inspired, like really sharing what you have, your talents, your gifts, your products, from a space of, I'm so proud of what I've created. I'm proud of my products. I'm proud of my books. I'm proud of my service. I'm proud of what I have created. And I am selling through my soul and from my soul. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you find that space in April to, first of all, up-level your energy, your programs, your services. Maybe some things need to be tweaked a little bit. I have an offer. It's called the Irresistible Offer Clinic for those of you who want to tweak or find out what's not working in your current offerings. I can dive into this with you together, and we will find all the energy leaks in your offerings. So if that is of interest, I will link it up in the description below so you can go check it out. Otherwise, I really hope you have a beautiful April. You find all the moments to up-level what needs to be up-leveled. You get the inspiration for that, the ideas, and you just go for it. And do not worry about being slow in April, taking your time. If it's 1 or 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, even if it's just the last week in April where you dive into really showing up and selling from your soul, take your time. There is no urgency. And that's it from me. So have a beautiful April. Goodbye.